Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of KYC, Know Your Crypto. This is a special live stream episode, 3 items on the agenda today. I'll comment on the recent auspicious insider that was posting on 4chan before the massive Bitcoin dump a few days ago. We'll also look at the recent China FUD. Every day, I feel like there's more China FUD going on. And then I'll tell you why I sold all my BNB. That's essentially the thumbnail for today's episode. So that should be an interesting discussion. I'm curious to know what people think of this decision based on what I tell you as to why I did it. As always, anything that is discussed on this channel is not financial advice. Please continue to do your own research. Before we begin, you might notice I've got music playing in the background. I want to do more chill sessions like this with music playing in the background. It's a different vibe than my usual pre-recorded videos. This is a song by an artist called Slopaxo. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. I like this song. I think I probably like it more because the title of the song is Ethereum. So it's got that going for it. This is the Slopaxo Twitter page. Give them a follow. Give them a shout out. Tell them that you heard of them from Know Your Crypto if you can. So let's start with the episode. Bitcoin had a major dump just a couple days ago. If you missed it, you probably heard of it all over the internet. Even mainstream television was talking about it. Bitcoin opened the day at around $43,500 and it fell to just above 30,000. When I was reading about it, I did see it happen in real time, but when I was reading about it, apparently it fell below $30,000 on certain exchanges, which I think, I'm not sure I would have ever thought we would have seen below $30,000 Bitcoin before the end of the bull run. And I don't think personally that this is the end of the bull run. So we'll see what happens clearly. Bitcoin's been rallying since then. It had a really good bounce, obviously, that day. It went back up and it closed at around 36,000. And then yesterday and today, it's just kind of been bouncing between 35,000 and 41,000. And right now it's currently trading at around 35,000 even. So the insider, this again was posted on 4chan. Hey guys, insider here. For those of you that are not busy LARPing and paying attention, there will be another announcement from China soon. Picture is semi-related. Can't tell you guys what firm I work for, but it's massive and it's working with the PRC. The purpose of today's press release alongside all the FUD posting is to get BTC as low as it can get before 7 a.m. I think this is Universal Central Time. First, there will be a coordinated sell-off to the time. By the way, it happened around 9, or maybe this is just Central Time, perhaps. But it happened around between 9 and 10 Eastern Time. I'm on the East Coast, so that's the time that it happened here. First, there will be a coordinated sell-off to drop the prices below a certain threshold and liquidate one certain stakeholder. So all these games are being played by, you know, this one whale or this group of whales, essentially to try to liquidate one person. So they're playing with people's lives and livelihood and their money, just essentially to get to one person. Can't outright say who the person is. I guess it's a he because they say he, but he bought a lot of the dip that was partly responsible for. Once liquidated, the plan is to buy up all the reserves and essentially leave him bankrupted. I mean, if this is so out in the open now and they're still trying to liquidate him, which was apparently what was being talked about today here on May 21st, if you're aware that someone's trying to liquidate you, I'm not sure how that would play out. And so there were talks that Bitcoin could continue dropping into the mid 20,000s, potentially by the end of the weekend. If you guys want to get rich, grab some coffee and watch for the big dip. Once it happens, things are going to get green really fast. We project 70K. So there was obviously a huge bounce. The insider posted, so that was the day before, that was on May 18th. And then the insider posted, I think, after it happened and said, "I'm the insider you seek. I don't have much time. Everything is going according to plan." And so it happens, and the rest is history. So where do we go from here? I don't know. It's hard to predict where things are gonna head. Bitcoin is already a very unpredictable asset. But if you're in Bitcoin and crypto for the long term, I think you know that regardless of how the price fluctuates, you know, in a day, in a week, in a month, in a year, that its value is increasing over time. And it's days like what we had 2 days ago where you might just want to not look at any charts and just not pay attention. And well, you'll want to pay attention for the simple fact that if you're a dip buyer like me, you'll want to capitalize on the best opportunities. But if it really affects your state of mind, probably shouldn't look at charts and just trust that over time crypto eventually will continue to go up. So China FUD, I feel like there's China FUD every day of the week, or at least it's felt that way for the last week or so. And certainly there's a China FUD article at least once a month regularly, notwithstanding this week. And so this article by Cointelegraph says Bitcoin price bounces at 36, around 36.5K as FUD over new China crackdown fades in minutes. I don't think China FUD really affects the market anymore. In fact, I think it's becoming more and more evident that whenever there's FUD articles related to China and Bitcoin, it's really obvious that they're just trying to get people to sell. And when I say it's not just China, it's the people who are reporting this. Of course, I think we all know that China is quite interested in Bitcoin. They mine quite a lot of Bitcoin. And in my opinion, China is going to be, and they're going to continue to be, a front runner for Bitcoin adoption in the future. And I think it's up to the United States primarily to really make sure that they don't fall too far behind here and get some regulation in place. So that's the first two items. Don't want to go into much detail on this article here. China bans banks from doing business in Bitcoin. Say what you will. I really don't care about these articles anymore, other than just to kind of talk about it and share with my audience that I hope you're not very easily manipulated by this FUD. And if you are, it's probably best to stay away from Bitcoin for a while, to be honest, because there will continue to be FUD as Bitcoin grows, as the network grows, not just the Bitcoin network, but the entire crypto network grows. There's going to be more and more articles like this and, painting the picture the wrong way to get people to sell. So just keep that in mind. Now, the last item that I want to talk about, this is not going to be a very long live stream episode, but I want to talk about why I decided to sell all my BNB. And, let's just take a look at CoinGecko right now and just look at some of these altcoins and how low they are. And, XRP, it's a top 6 crypto and it's under $1 right now. And XRP was, I think it topped out at 180 a couple of weeks ago. So clear big discount for XRP. Polkadot is almost below $20, and parachains are coming to Polkadot soon. How important is that? Litecoin is below $200. It recently had a surge up. I think it hit around 400 or just below that. and now it is less than $200. Solana, which I think had an all-time high of around $50, I'll confirm that in just a little bit, it's $35, so still quite high from where it was obviously in January, but on a discount. If you have no exposure to Solana, now would be the time certainly to jump in. Again, not financial advice, you do your own research. Matic has settled and it's now down to $1.30, although just a few months ago it was hovering around 30 to 40 cents. So some might still look at Matic as overpriced, but I do believe that they will be the top L2 solution on Ethereum and certainly leading the way. I think they are. Polygon Matic is the top cryptocurrency by market cap as far as L2s are concerned. Right now the market cap it's below 10 billion, so I expect it to easily get over 15 billion. Peak of this bull run, we should see it probably do a 10 to 20x from here on out. I do believe that the bull run will continue. So I sold all my BNB, and the reason for selling all my BNB is simple. I saw the price of some of these altcoins and I saw how low they dropped, and I found personally more value in liquidating my BNB and moving it into these smaller altcoins. Now, this is a very risky thing that I've done. In times when the markets are very volatile, the smarter thing, in my opinion, to do is to hold larger assets. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, of course. And when we have massive drops in the markets, obviously those coins can get hit the least. Compared to the smaller caps are getting destroyed right now. They are getting absolutely obliterated. So I just want everyone to keep that in mind, that liquidating, for example, selling all your Bitcoin or all your Ethereum to move them into alt or all your BNB, it is a risky play, but I'm willing to take that risk because I do think that altcoins, they might not explode next week. It might not be in a couple of weeks or maybe even a couple months, but there's going to be a particular alt season that we have not seen yet at the peak of this bull run. And I'm putting more stock into getting some of these altcoins at a discount. And so the three coins, just to be fully transparent, the three coins that I've moved my BNB into are first PancakeSwap. I mean, when I actually liquidated, I moved it into Cake. Cake was around $15, so it's dropped a tiny bit since I actually moved it into there. And I mean, it's just crazy. Lower than $15 Cake. I think Cake is an easy candidate to 10x from here on out. I think $80 to $90 is like worst case scenario high for Cake at the peak of this bull run. So I like the idea that it's got a high APY on PancakeSwap. It's around 137%. I think right now it might even be higher because a lot of people have sold. So Cake certainly, for me at least, a very good coin to jump into with some of these flash sales. Solana, the second coin that I've moved my BNB into. I was not exposed to Solana before selling my BNB, and I missed the train on Solana, full stop. I'm not a huge believer in the Solana, I guess it's a blockchain. I'm not a huge believer, although I just think that there's so much hype around it that we should see a $100 to $500 Solana, depending on how crazy the hype gets. People talking about Sol Summer coming up. So I don't want to miss that. Even if I bought Solana, after its peak of, over $20, clearly even with the dip, we're still well above $20 for Sol. I want to cash in on some of the gains that are yet to come for this coin. So that's another coin that I've moved my BNB into. And the third is Audius with the ticker Audio. I got quite a lot of coins at around, I think it was around $1.25 when I actually purchased. Again, it's dropped since I've moved my BNB into it. Audio, I mean, it's sort of like the Theta equivalent. However, Audius primarily is concerned with music, of course, and musicians, versus Theta is more on the video side of things. But I think that they offer sort of a very similar technology, and the market cap right now for Audius is not even $1 billion. I think that this is an easy over $1 billion market cap in the very near future, and right now it's at $212 million. So, you know, $10 to $50 audio coin in the future, is that possible? I definitely believe so. And so that's where I've moved my BNB. Once again, Cake, Pancake Swap, Sol, Solana, and Audio for Audius. That's gonna do it for this live stream. I appreciate you spending some time with me here, and if you're watching this stream in the future after the live stream is over, please do like and subscribe, and I hope